What's up guys, Glenn here back on the Function Powersports YouTube. Today we are back with another sit down Sunday and we'll be talking about what not to do with your ATV or UTV. Don't flip your machine, crash it or roll it. Full sends are not always recommended. Well, that's what we got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe down.
Whoa, Glenn, we cannot just end it there.
Oh. Well, let's actually get into this. All right, so talking on a more serious note with you guys, we want to go over a few things to keep in mind when it comes to your ATV or UTV. We are here to look out for our fellow enthusiasts. Something we get asked a lot is what size tire can I run? You can check out our video on that exact topic. Now, upgrading to a larger wheeler tire can offer several benefits, one of which is ground clearance. Here's where we begin. You don't want to just go out and buy some big tires because they look cool or you think they will get you through some crazy deep mud or even more ground clearance. Because if you run too big of tires, you will run into some common issues here. Rubbing may start to happen and turning abilities may become limited. And in this case, axle and tie rod upgrades may be needed. And something very important to keep in mind is a clutch kit, which will help you with the regearing of the machine. If you ignore all of these things, your machine will run into issues and problems which you and I don't want. This is where our Function Powersports online gallery will be a great tool and resource as we encourage more and more of our viewers and social media followers to add their machines to our online gallery. We will be able to help lead and guide all ATV and UTV enthusiasts with their new setups or builds by offering all the fitment data one would need, as well as seeing what others are running and what fits. So make sure to add your ATV or UTV to the Function Powersports gallery as we build this badass resource for the ATV and UTV community. The next thing to avoid would be doing donuts with your machine, specifically on a terrain or surface that gives you some kind of traction or resistance with objects to allow your machine to grip or hop. Because next thing you know, you'll be tipped over, which is not only a concern to your machine, but also a very serious safety matter to you as an individual and others with you in the UTV. We never want to see our friends and fellow enthusiasts get hurt. We see a lot of newcomers or rookies trying these kinds of things, and it doesn't always produce good results. We always support and recommend wearing a helmet and safety gear to help you stay safe. Now, you will see me doing some shenanigans like this, and even with the pro riders and extremely experienced riders in the hobby can slip and mess up too. But knowing safe and ideal spots and situations to have fun is the key to successfully doing so. And with a helmet, of course. Now, we could make this list go on and on and on, but hey, when it comes to mechanical issues, engine issues, or a broken down machine, our best piece of advice there is to not just send it or wing it to ride and get by. We would suggest referencing your owner's manual for direct machine help or calling your local repair shop that specializes with working on ATVs or UTVs. These machines we call toys continue to get more and more expensive and complex. Routine maintenance can be key to keeping your machine running well and efficiently for the long run. Now, if you aren't one to check out the owner's manual or call a local shop, our last solution is checking out some YouTube videos or Google searches on the issue or problem you're having to try and get that guidance to do it yourself. As we know, this sport includes a wide range of enthusiasts, including those who want a dealer to work on their machine and the doers who like to work on their own. We can respect all of that. Now, what else could we talk about? Well, if you want to keep your machine looking good, here's what not to do to your machine. Leaving it out in the sun 24/7, 365 will cause plastic fading and even lead to plastic cracking possibly. Or leaving your machine layered in mud or iron water, which we have a lot of in northern Wisconsin and the UP. And by doing so, it will cause all of your machine to get a stained color. Whether it is plastic or rubber hoses, it does not clean off very easily and requires a lot of wiping down. So cleaning this off as soon as possible is always your best bet. And routinely applying some spray wax or wash and wax soap when cleaning will help you tremendously. Speaking of getting dirty, you never want to run your machine in water or mud that is deeper than your intake, snorkel, or breather. If you do, you will get water into your intake and engine, and it is repairable, but timely and costly. Also, if you ever do get stuck and your machine is mostly submerged, but still running, do not shut it off. I mean, by any means. If your exhaust is submerged and you turn the machine off, it will vacuum the water, resulting in the machine not starting back up until you get the system drained. So to conclude this list, I think we should end this with talking about not always sending it, because I mean, hey, who doesn't like full send? When you come across obstacles, extreme terrains, hill climbs, rock crawling, mud pits, and more, do not always just send it, because really you should scope out the ground or find your track to follow. You never know what you might be getting into, and truly, we care about your safety. So sending it up just any hill climb trail is never a good idea, as you don't know what is at the top for obstacles and maybe a drop off or a cliff. Mud pits may cause you to sink your machine. Rock crawling can cause machines to bounce or flip very easily. Oh, and jumping logs or some technical jumps can lead to nosediving your machine, which may result in rolling or going over your handlebars on an ATV. I always say scope out uncharted territory before sending it. You may find that saying to be very helpful one day, as sometimes we ride at new places, trails, ATV parks, or even unknown places. Please make sure to show your support by giving this video a like down below, commenting as well, and maybe what you'd suggest not doing with your ATV or UTV, and make sure to click that subscribe button. We appreciate the support, and with that, we will see you next time. Thanks for helping us hit 300 subs. Peace.